What's going on, everyone? It's Badger here. Make sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. So, Bruce Timm Batman. When you hear Bruce Timm Batman, you should be thinking the animated series, Justice League, and essentially the definitive version of Batman in moving. It's not live action, but certainly in moving motion is Kevin Conroy's Batman that Bruce Timm created, and along with Paul Dini, did the majority of the best Batman stories ever told. So when you hear Bruce Timm is getting a Batman series, you think, oh, this is going to be great. Except that you heard about this a year ago and that J.J. Abrams was part of the production team, that it was possibly going to be woke, whatever the hell that now means these days, and that it was canceled at Max. But then we heard Amazon Prime picked it up. And while J.J. Abrams is still attached to it and Matt Reeves, so now it depends on what you think about Matt Reeves and his version of the Batman, he's helping to executive produce. And here we have confirmation that while this is a full reboot with zero connection to Kevin Conroy, in fact, despite that cope that we heard that Kevin Conroy was going to play at least Thomas Wayne, the father of Bruce Wayne, he's not in it at all. He recorded no dialogue despite intentions for him to do so. So here we have Batman, the Caped Crusader. It's going to be over there on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime is 50-50 these days. But here we have that it's going to be not just a reboot, but a violent reboot. And essentially, well, let's just see. The next Batman cartoon to carry the mantle, begun by Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, Batman Caped Crusader, aims to go farther than the trend-setting series ever did or could with the restrictions of broadcast television. So much so, it turns out that it comes with a viewer warning from its lead writer. Well, everything has a viewer warning now, or a context warning, as we just saw with Blazing Saddles, who not only had a trigger warning, but they think you're so stupid they had to explain to you that it was satire meant to point out and make fun of actual racism. Oh, my. So here we have famed Captain America scribe and creator of the Winter Soldier, Ed Brubaker, revealed in a Zoom interview with YouTubers, the Comic Book Club, that Caped Crusader will be a much more mature show. I'll warn you guys, it's definitely a lot different than Batman the Animated Series. Brubaker made it clear this will be a full-on reboot of the Batman animated series, or universe rather, in every sense, and everything producer Tim has always wanted to do. It's very much a reconception of starting over. It's not PG-13, but it's a lot different. It's sort of like the show Bruce Timm always wanted to make, but that they wouldn't let him make. And Bruce is the one that had Harley and Joker in their toxic little relationship that made her popular to begin with, that they've now completely ruined her character and had to make a new, essentially, Harley Quinn called Punchline. Don't get me started. If you had told me this was the Bruce Timm of 20 years ago, essentially, I'd have been all right. But God knows how he has changed and evolved and what his current politics are. He could give us the best, most modern, in the best sense, modern adaptation of Caped Crusader Batman, as dark as possible ever, or it could just be horrible trash. I don't know. It's a 50-50 right now. And the fact that J.J. Abrams, as we're about to see, is still attached to it is a huge red flag. And I think a lot of people just say, oh, it's a deal breaker. It's bad enough that Matt Reeves, who is from the school of J.J. Abrams, is in it, but Matt Reeves has at least done the Batman, which is watchable to a lot of people, and the what is it? The Planet of the Apes. Excuse me. Sorry, those three movies, Rise of the Planet of the Apes and all that. So he's at least done something. J.J. Abrams has not done shit except destroy Star Wars and Star Trek over the last couple of years. The writer also teased how much more violent, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, there's a lot more, people actually getting punched on camera, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but it's, everyone will kill me if I say it, but it's kind of noir. It's definitely a different take that I hope people will love, but I think people will also be shocked by some things. Well, as long as you don't have Batman gunning people down, I don't think you're going to shock anyone. The information he shared is in line with what executive producers Matt Reeves and J.J. Abrams. So J.J.'s got his little dirty fingers into it. Probably not going to be good. Shared in their initial statement, we are beyond excited to be working together to bring this character back, to tell engrossing new stories in Gotham City, they said. The series will be thrilling, cinematic, and evocative of Batman's noir roots, while diving deeper into the psychology of these iconic characters. We cannot wait to share this new world. As long as a villain doesn't lecture Batman on pronouns or Bruce Wayne as some sort of allegory for rich white people that need to give their money away, which is exactly what happened in the comics. Batman Caped Crusader was saved from cancellation by Amazon Prime. So that's the key thing, is why did Max not go forward through? I understand that we're cost cutting, but Batman from Bruce Timm is an almost surefire thing. So could it be the JJ connection? Who knows? Say by canceling that. Other than Brubaker, seasoned writers Greg Rucka and Haley Finn from The Last of Us are among two who penned episodes. Tim, Reeves, and Abrams are seemingly bringing everybody in that they think will make this series something special. Expectations are middling at best. Oh, I'd say that's worse than middling, but they could surprise us and make it good, maybe even epic. They could. They could. We could all get superpowers tomorrow, too. Rumors persisted despite his untimely. Yeah, and of course, Kevin's not going to be in it. The report remains uncorroborated. That was him being in Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths. And that was just them confirming that no, despite that they wanted to, Kevin does no voice and he is not connected to this. When you tell me Batman and Bruce Timm, and assuming he hasn't completely changed or been changed as a person, I am looking forward to it. Now you start telling me J.J. Abrams, well, then we go, how much does J.J. Abrams have? I will be carefully, guardedly optimistic for this. Never really was a fan of the 30s long years original OG Batman look, but here's the thing. If they place it in the 20s and 30s, while there will be all that traditional fun racism and all that, it'll be super out of place to be really preachy. And they might actually tell us some dark, gritty noir stories, in which I'm here for. And look at that. I obviously cared enough about to talk about 6 minutes. Thank you if you stayed with me the whole time. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you see J.J. Abrams, if that immediately checks you out, or you think if Bruce Timm and Paul Dini have enough clout to override any bad decisions and just take the good, if there is any good to be taken from J.J. Abrams. Make sure to let me know. Like, share, sub. If you've done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And,
well, bye.